Hello data warriors, welcome to the Sigma Computing Master Series. In this series we are learning Sigma from ground up, that is from tables to dashboards, automations to advanced layouts. Everything you need to become Sigma expert in just 6 months. So grab your coffee, open Sigma and let's master analytics together, one skill at a time. So let's start our chapter 5 with spreadsheet style column based calculations. So in this chapter we'll discuss on how we can create a table and how we can create calculations on top of the table. So for that, click on create new option here, workbook, data model, datasets. We can see these three options, right? So in my previous lectures I have explained about these three types, so please go and check them out. But for now, click on the workbook. So once you click on the workbook, you can see the option called data input chart. So click on data here and you can see table. So for now we have to create a table, and I'm taking the stocks data model which we already discussed and daily stock exchange as my source. So coming to the table guys, if you see the layout, right, it is exactly similar to the Excel table. So if you know how to create a table in Excel, then that's it. You can create same table in Sigma Computing as well. So what is a table here and how to represent it? What are the columns? How we can see and how we can modify? So all these things we'll discuss in this chapter. So stay tuned and please watch till the last. So you can see right here daily stock exchange. So this is daily stocks change. This is my table name. I can simply rename by just double clicking on that, and I can rename with daily stock change v1, right? I'm just changing my table name now, and you can see something called properties, format and action. So let's go step by step what are all these things, and then we'll understand each and every step here. So here data source, you can see the data source daily stocks change. So this means this particular table has been pulled from this daily stocks change data source. And you can see groupings. So groupings is again a summarization concept where if you want to group a particular columns, you can do that. But for now, if you want to see the columns here, your columns. So columns from ticker till daily change, all these are our columns which are present in table. So the moment I just clicked on all these columns, you can see the blue line got highlighted on four sides of the table, right? So if I want to perform any calculations on these particular columns, I can simply go on any individual column and click on this drop down. So once you click on this drop down, you can see sort, filter, add new column, duplicate, rename, set description, hide, delete. So lot of options, lot of settings are there, and you can go and explore yourself. But for now we'll discuss some of the important concepts here. First which, so when I was working in my real-time job, right, so the main requirement was to maybe hide the columns. Let's say I've just took 15 columns here. So in your real time you may have 156 columns, right? And you don't need 156 columns every single time. So for that we have to hide those columns. So how can you hide? So simply click on the column. Let's say I want to hide columns from last 5 columns I want to hide. So just select all those 5 columns and you can see drop down, right? So click on the drop down. So once you click on that, you can get all these options. So add new column via duplicate, rename, set description, delete and freeze. So you can see something called hide columns. So once you click on hide columns, your columns will get hide. So now you can see ticker, date, open, high, low, close, volume, split ratio, adjacent, open, and these columns grayed out, right? That means all these columns are hidden. I want to unhide them because I want to perform some calculations on this. So this is about your properties tab where you can see columns, and if you want to add any column you can add. We'll see that how to add column in a while, but before that you can see format and actions as well. So format is something you can, if you want to format your table, let's say if I want to format element style, I don't want this round, I want pill type table, and you can see your table borders, right? You can see pill type border here. And if you want to edit title, you can edit here as well. Let's say v1, instead of v1 I want to put v2, and I want to increase the size of my text. I can do that as well. I can place my text anywhere, and I can show some description. So let's say description, this is my daily stocks stocks table. So I can add any description I want, and I can increase its size, I can make it bold, so I can underline as well. And description displays could be subtitle, it could be tooltip. As a tooltip, that means if you just hover over here, you can see that one. But auto, I'll keep that auto for now. This is your title. And table components: show table, show collapse, show summary bar. So here show summary bar is something important. So if I click on this show summary bar toggle, you can see there is no summary here. Again, I'm just clicking on that, you can see summary. So summary data is helpful to understand what is your summarization values in your table. Let's say I want to just add any summarization columns as, let's say, row count. You can see row count, right? I want to see volume. I want to see what is the sum of my volume. So this is my sum of my volume. This is again a random KPI card, but if you want to understand about your table and its metrics, you can use summarization table as well. I'm just deleting for now. So that is the use of summary, show summary bar. And table style. See, the table style is something you can similarly refer with Excel as well. And if you want to have any grid lines, I can unclick on this grid line, that means no grid. I can again click on all grids, that means you can see all the grid lines. Spacing, I can keep it small, medium, large as well, cell spacing. And presentation and preset means, so if you want to set your table as presentation mode or spreadsheet mode, so if you just click on spreadsheet mode, you can see something similar to Excel. So that's the reason I said initially that if you know how to create a table in Excel, you can simply understand how to create a table in Sigma Computing as well. So those are the elements in your format section, which are very important one. And now coming to columns wise, right? If you want to create a new column, so how can you create this? There are multiple ways to create a new column. First is to click on this add column. This is plus sign here, and again plus sign here. So if you click on plus sign here, that means your new column is automatically got created with enter formula. I can do that from here. I can simply delete, and I can do that from here as well, same. So let's say add new column via show source columns, add folder, manage hierarchies, right? So first we'll look at what is add new column. Again, I just clicked on add new column. You can see enter formula. So what we'll do is we will create some calculation. Let's say I want to create calculation on open minus close. Let's say I want to find the difference between what is my open value and what is my close value on a daily basis. So simply I can type open here. So when I type in open, you can see open 1 2 3, right? So it got automatically highlighted. That means we have selected this particular column. And minus close. So I can select close here. Again, this particular column automatically got highlighted. So you can see the green tick, right? So once you click on green tick, you can see the values got populated. So entire column is calculating open minus close. That is your new calculation. And how we can rename this particular calculation? Here you cannot rename because this is FX is only for formula bar. You cannot give column name here. Two ways you can do. First is to click on this drop down and you can see rename column here, or else directly double click on this particular rename column. So what I can do is daily change with formula. I'm just giving a random column name. Again, column name, you can give any column name because I want to replicate the same daily change with my formula as well. That is the reason I've just given daily change with formula. So this is how you can create a formula in Sigma Computing table. So whatever the formulas you want to create, you can create, guys. It could be sales, it could be finance. So in my daily scenarios, I used to create new column based on the multiplications. Sometimes it's on percentages. So we'll be looking on how to create calculate columns by using different formulas as well in next series. But for now, I just wanted to show how we can create a calculation on a simple calculation on a table. And let's see what are the different options we got here. So I can create a folder, guys. So creating just folder means, so I want to group all my measures into one place. That is something I can do by creating a folder. So this folder structure helps you in your project and understanding what is a structured content way. Let's say your project has hundreds of measures. You cannot directly give your measures here, right? Instead of that, you can create a simple folder, rename with measures, and you can start creating all your measures in the folder. So where you can simply click on the drop down and you can see add column, duplicate folder, rename, delete. So you can perform any of your specifications you want depending upon your project. So for now, this is how you can create a folder, and I've renamed it as a measures because if you want to create any measures in future, so we can use this table use this folder. And actions, let's say, so actions perform in a different level, guys. If you want to make it more dynamic by clicking on something, you want to display something. So let's say in that particular scenario, let's say if I want to click, if I click on daily change, I want to display it as an adjacent volume. So for that, dynamic changes, dynamic requirements will use action sequences. So I'll be discussing about these action sequences in future sessions as well. But for now, we have just discussed how we can create a table and how we can create measures in your Sigma computing. So please follow for next sessions as well, guys, and we'll be discussing a lot of chapters and we'll be going deep into Sigma computing concepts. And thank you so much for watching.